Alrighty, guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Seven Deadly Sins Revival of the Commandments, episode 20. So, we have a epic battle in the works, in the middle of that. Meliodas is not looking like he's winning so far. He was eating a bunch of attacks. He was doing good at first. He did amazing at first. Actually, really the whole time I'd say he did amazing, if you were to ask me. Considering he was up against all 10 of the commandments, or I guess 9 technically, because one of them is dead. And I think I tried to count, and I think there was only 8 actually, because I think Gother is supposed to be one. I'm not sure about all that. I might be off. We'll see. But either way, the Meliodas is not looking good. He took a bunch of attacks. He stored it up, and he was gonna fire off like a big blast and returned some massive amount of magic, way bigger than the Hendrickson fight. But unfortunately, it didn't work. The guy with white hair walked up and just somehow canceled the entire attack with like just his bare hand. Like I think he grabbed Meliodas's blade, and it just ended. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's gonna happen. He was stomping on Meliodas's chest, I think was like one of the last things we saw. He's also chained down so he can't leave. I had one crazy idea before we get into this, guys. I want to talk about it because I was thinking about this show the other day, and I was like, you know what? What if something crazy happens, like Meliodas actually dies, but maybe death isn't quite final for his, because he's a demon, right? So what if, like, instead of just dying, he actually goes to the demon realm, a realm upon his death, and he faces like the demon king, and we get like a little glimpse of that, but then he somehow makes a return, you know. I don't think that's gonna happen, but it was just a crazy thought that went through my head. I was like, what if Meliodas just dies and like subverts my expectation that like, because the whole fight I was like, well, Meliodas isn't gonna die, right? He's the main character. But how are they gonna make this like interesting? But it would be really interesting if he actually did die, and then we follow what he does after his death, you know, in like an afterlife sort of thing. But anyways, guys, that's enough rambling about this. Let's get started here, all right? So we're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. It was the same shots as last episode that I counted last time, so that didn't help at all. Yeah. And this guy saying, I love you. And he was like a brother to the other guy, and I'm pretty sure he calls this guy brother too. They all have the marks on their heads. What is their relation? I once again only counted 8 unless I didn't show someone in that shot. Doo-doo-doo. Yes. So curious about the shadowy figure behind Gother in the opening. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10 if you count Dreyfus. As long as I just counted right there. Which means maybe the 10th really is Gother, and Dreyfus is kind of a interim commandment at the moment. Just someone that brought them back. Yes, face and booby time. Alright. Let's see. Have hope. What a one vague ass episode title. Alright, so he's reaching some kind of limit. Oh, that's crazy. Whoa. Huh, okay. Or is it someone else? Hmm. The leader of the Ten Commandments. Hmm. Jeez. Hmm. Ah, interesting. So they've been replacing members here and there. Okay. I feel like, I mean, it's crazy that Meliodas is the leader of them, or was anyway, before he betrayed him. But I feel like I kind of like knew that based off the way they talked about his strength and stuff. She's just naked. I'm glad she didn't magically get clothes though. That's so nice. Just sometimes characters just magically have clothes, you know, after something like that. Hmm. Oh, is Bond gonna absorb like a bunch of their power and wreak havoc? Oh shit. Damn. He has a big soul. Whoa. Okay. So he's gonna try to kill the girl that brought her back, and that might end up killing. Oh! She was like cut in half before and lived, though. Oh, all of her hearts. Jeez. Oh. I'm sure they could have stopped her, could they have? Okay. Gee. Oh, shit. Does he have more hearts? We saw him pierce Meliodas' heart, but... Seven hearts. Yeah, okay, so he does have more. He just doesn't care. He's just ignoring Bon. Jeez. Damn, Bon. Shit. Oh. Is he just dead? Maybe some kind of illusion? Oh, fuck. Well, how does Bon recover from that, I wonder? Bon's immortal, right? He should recover from that, theoretically? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Is she gonna do some crazy shit and heal him with her power? Wait, where is she? No. Okay, so he just sent her there, but not accurately, I guess. Sad music in the background. Can her power heal him? I don't know. He's like not doing so hot. No, he's like dead. Unless he's like, I have 8 hearts because I'm an even higher level demon. Shit. Oh wow! So she just left. Well, they might have taken Meliodas' body, but wow, now she's just healing the kids. Wow, I made that prediction at the start of this episode where I thought like maybe Meliodas will die and we'll follow him in like the demon realm or something. I still don't know if we're gonna follow him in the demon realm, but I did not expect it to actually happen. I'm still so skeptical. I don't know what's gonna happen. Nice. Oh. A little southwest of Camelot. Some of these random demons causing mayhem. Oh, that guy. Yeah, we didn't get to see too much of him. Damn! Jeez! This guy's good. Oh, Arthur! You just watched your buddy get cut in half. He has like a little cat thing on his shoulder. I just noticed that. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's not like they have an actual, like, fort here or anything. They just have, like, rocks piled in a circle. Oh. Hmm. I just realized maybe the episode title "Have Hope" is talking to the audience. We just have to have hope in Meliodas. What? What? Interesting. Well, what? What? Hmm. Jeez, there's so many of them. Are we not gonna know what is going on with Meliodas this episode at all? Hmm. Aw, so Elaine did. Damn. Yeah. Jeez. Oh, these guys. They were in season 1, like, fairly early on, right? They had armor on, so we never knew what they looked like. Oh, shit. They don't know. Shit. And dead. Well, rip that guy. Just clueless people. Jesus. So they're trying to protect themselves by selling out any holy knights they find. Jeez. What are those kids doing? Just watching? Did that have any significance? I don't know. Forced White Dreams again. Is this another one of the weird fangs? Is he the Invis one from way back when? What a drastic twist. Jeez. What is this? Is this another Albion? Whatever it is big. Jeez. Shit. Well. Or is he alive? Maybe it wasn't a demon. Oh, it was Hawk's mom, wasn't it? Or Hog's mom? Whatever it's called. The big... Is that what we saw? The big... pig? She remembers. Or he remembers her. Oh. Alright. Damn, so we just don't get to know what happened to Meliodas unless there's some after credits. The show does that every now and then. Maybe we'll see, like, a real quick glimpse of... The thing is that's the bad thing about, like, when you kill off a character, now it's just... For me, it's about when is Meliodas coming back and how, rather than is he, you know? Like, there's other characters where, like, Elaine, I believe, is gone this time until Bond finds a way, you know? You know, there's several times where people have come back now, so maybe Bond will find a way eventually, but even though they said she disappeared, it's possible that she might have been, like, maybe she ran away when people weren't looking, but no, I'm pretty sure she's just dead again for now, so I completely believe that, but I obviously don't believe that's the end of Meliodas, so it was hard for me to really get emotionally invested when a character like that is like killed or, you know, quote unquote killed, because it's basically, you know, like I said, it's just hard to imagine that they're gonna keep him dead forever, but I do wonder how long they're gonna go without showing him. Whoa. Okay. That's it for episode 20, guys. So, yeah, there was no after credit. They didn't show us, so... you know, Bond came in clutch and managed to finish her off before she got the soul out. Or at least fully out. But, yeah, his soul was a lot bigger. I mean, we obviously know Meliodas is more powerful, but... it kind of reminds me of, I'm actually watching Soul Eater as a Patreon exclusive right now, doing reactions to that, and it reminds me of that, because in that you can kind of see the souls, kind of the same thing, like round balls of energy, but like, it seems like the size is relatively comparable to the person's like strength, you know? So it seems like that's sort of what it was here, but, in a sense. There's also like some holy knights that are obviously stronger than civilians. They're about the same size, so it was probably just a show of effect of like, wow, Meliodas is strong, look how big his soul is, you know, kind of thing. But I don't know if that's something I should like really focus on or try to gauge anyone's power based off their soul size, because I also don't think Bond's was much bigger than anybody else's either, and he's obviously pretty strong. Maybe it has to do with a demon's soul versus a human soul, possibly too. You know, there's other factors that it could consider, but yeah, we learned this episode that Meliodas has 7 hearts, and they've all been punctured, so I don't know what that is gonna mean for Meliodas. Like I've said throughout the episode and at the start, if he dies, I do think we might, like, maybe his soul goes to the demon realm or something, and we get to see him there, but I really don't know. Either that, or they're gonna find a way to bring Meliodas back as well as Elaine at the same time, you know? If they're gonna figure something out like that. But other than that, I just don't know what's gonna happen, you know? Like, obviously we got to see what the aftermath of not having Meliodas is, and it's basically just the Holy Knight struggling. You know, some of them are killing them relatively easy, but there's obviously so many that they're having a hard time, and we learned a bit more this episode, you know, that Meliodas ended up killing 2 of the commandments, and then starting, like, the war. The goddesses brought, you know, everybody together in order to seal the demon race away and everything. So now that the goddess race is gone, and it's really just humans and demons with, like, a little bit of the fairy forest, you know. I don't know how much military might they have, but I wonder if it's even possible for them to seal the demons away, at least without Meliodas, you know. But, because I imagine that's, like, I imagine they have to seal the demons away again, right? Like, they're just gonna keep coming. I mean, unless there's, like, a limited supply of those fodder demons, and they eventually whittle them down to the point where, like, every now and then one's coming and the world kind of goes back to normal. It's just every now and then a demon shows up, you know, and starts eating people, but... or just killing people. But, yeah, I don't know. I imagine they're just gonna have to seal it off again, but it's just a matter of how's Meliodas gonna get back to be able to help do that, you know? But it was cool seeing, like, some of the older characters again. Granted, they died, except for one of them, but we saw some of the weird fangs, you know? What was it? It was, Ruin and... shoot, I can't remember what the girl's name was. But I'm pretty sure the girl... was the girl the bug chick? I can't remember. I think she might have been the bug chick. She's at least the only girl I remember being part of the Weird Fangs. That's the only thing I can think of. I remember Ruin was the one with the bell that caused, like, Meliodas and Deanne to fight each other for a while. It made them look like, you know, the enemy to each other and stuff like that, and messed with what they see. And then we also had the other guy, which I didn't catch his name. I don't even know if they said it, but in this episode. But it's I'm pretty sure it's the guy that went stealth. I think I remember that mask being the guy that went stealth way back when. But yeah, it was kind of cool seeing some of those characters brought up again, because I guess, you know, obviously our heroes here, our 7 deadly sins here, weren't out to kill back then, so they were still alive even after they fought him. I just kind of forgot about them, didn't think they were ever gonna come up again, but they did, so neat, you know? It seems like they're kind of, you know, saving people where they can, maybe rallying some people to fight in a way, you know? I don't know what that guy's relevance to the story is gonna be, you know? Is, like... Why did they show them killing Ruin and the other girl, but why did Elizabeth and whoever else is in the tavern save that one guy? Like, obviously they're good people. They try to save whoever they can, so it does make sense that they would, like, save him if they happen to cross him. But I feel like there's gonna be, like, a bigger story picture here, because I don't know why they would even bring him back into the story if they were just going to save him this episode and then that be the end of his, like, character arc again, you know? I feel like maybe his stealth is going to somehow come into play into some kind of plan that maybe the Sins are putting together. But I'm not sure what they're going to do. So, interesting. I also wonder what happened to the mage. We didn't really see anything from him after he teleported Elizabeth to where Meliodas was. We kind of just left that spot. So did the mage just go off and wherever he's from, maybe go defend that from the demons, or maybe he's with Elizabeth in the tavern. Maybe they're all going to be conspiring together. I felt like he also kind of has a bigger role. But the samurai guy also just kind of went off and did some fighting with Arthur, so maybe that's just the kind of thing that he's doing too. But yeah, I'm still curious about the mage that supposedly created Gother. I guess they're going to be trying to verify Gother as not being one of the commandments. He's in jail, so that'll be interesting. I don't know how they're going to confirm it or what's going to come of that, but yeah, I mean... I guess we can talk about Meliodas being the leader. I don't know why that didn't, like, shock me more. I guess it's just... like, were we told that? I can't remember if we were told that or not. But I guess it just felt like... it felt like Meliodas was stronger than, like, any individual, like, in a one-on-one match of any of the Ten Commandments, right? So, to me, it didn't really surprise me that Meliodas was above them, in a way. So when they said that Meliodas was their leader, I was like, at one point, I was like, makes sense, you know? Rather than being like, holy shit, you know? I mean, Meliodas was a demon, they talked about him betraying them, so I guess, like, they seeded all these small little things that just didn't make it that shocking, you know? Maybe if, like, when the Ten Commandments first showed up, into the story. Maybe if they said, like, former leader Meliodas or something, that might shock me a little more. But I think they did a good job seeding it as to... I don't think they were going for shock factor when they mentioned that he was their leader. Even though they did show the reactions of, everybody being like, but... I don't know. I mean, they did know that he was a demon and very strong. I guess it would change a bit if you found out that, like, I don't know. I guess in, like, real world stuff, if I found out that, like, someone I knew for the past, like, I don't know, how long have they known each other? Like 5-10 years, maybe? Maybe longer than that. Because weren't the Seven Deadly Sins, like, together, and then it showed, like, future sketches in the first season of what they should look like now because it's been so long. Either way, they've been together a while. If I found out that someone I knew for a large portion of my life was like the former ruler of North Korea or something, I'd be like, wow, I guess I don't know this person at all. So I guess I do get their surprise there, but I also feel like in a way that doesn't change what he's done for the past, like, X amount of years since he's come to the human realm and became a holy knight and did all these, like, good things too. And he also started the war and helped seal away all the demons, which saved countless lives too. So you got to factor all those things in too, before you bring in your emotional bias into it, in my opinion anyway. But either way. Yeah, so interesting. I wonder who the two members of the Ten Commandments were prior to the first Fairy King and Droll. I can't remember the first Fairy King's name. It's like Graxia or something like that. It's like starts with a G and has like an XIA in it. I can never remember if it's like... It's not Galaxia. It's like... I don't know. It doesn't matter. You guys know who I'm talking about. But they were newer members, apparently. And so that's interesting. So the whole Ten Commandments aren't like... These guys haven't been buddy-buddy since they were formed. People have been, filtered in and out over the course of however many years they've been around. I wonder if those are the only two. Like, Meliodas only killed those two, and then they were replaced. But were any others killed in any other fashion? Like, kind of like how Ban killed one of them here? Or is that kind of like the original group minus those two, from when they were, like, first formed in history, I don't know. Interesting. I do, like, want to learn a lot more about, like, the commandments. Like, we still don't even know what their commandments are, Like, we only know that, Galen's was if you lie to him, you turn to stone. But what's everybody else's? I've talked about this before. We still don't know that. We also don't know who the king is, the demon king or whatever. But we know that there's a second time hearing that Meliodas was so strong that everyone thought that he was gonna be, like, the successor to the demon king. Which... I wonder how long it takes the Demon King to die. Because, assuming that it's still the same Demon King as it was 3,000 years ago when they were sealed away, like, when would have Meliodas succeeded him? Is it something where, like, Meliodas just gets strong enough and kills him, and that's just the demon way, I don't know. So many questions about this world and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing how Meliodas comes back into the story. I mean, assuming he does. If they don't bring Meliodas back, that's going to kind of, like, be a disappointing story for me. But they have to. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that they're bringing him back. So, yeah. I'm curious how they're going to do that. And I'm also curious how they're going to fight against these commandments the next time. Because, obviously, Meliodas can't handle all 10. And obviously, with a snap of his fingers, he was able to explode Ban. So, how are they going to fight him? Or are they going to seal him away and they're not even going to be able to kill him? You know, maybe they're going to have to find a way to, like, sneakily seal them or something. I don't know. But, yeah, guys, without further ado, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you did. Check out my Discord if you want to see the next episode right now. Or if you want to check out my Patreon exclusive shows on there. The link is in the description. Or you can go to patreon.com/Morthadon. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.